What's going on, guys? Hey, how are you? Well, it is Tuesday night. That means it's NNR Truck Night. Man, if you like what you've seen the last couple of weeks, either from Michigan International Speedway or last week from Las Vegas, tonight at Auto Club, it's going to be a whole nother scenario. Big, wide, fast track. They're going to keep it on normal draft tonight, not really going to pull out any of the stops. So we're going to get into this and get it going. But I gotta reintroduce the man in the booth with me. Unfortunately, Lucky couldn't do it. Had something going on for tomorrow, but he should be back. He should be back next week. But this guy was in the booth with me last week, and we were talking about him getting ready to go to Korea. It was going to be his last stream while he was on American soil. Well, now all the way from Korea, the one and only TN Vols here in the booth. TN, tell us about Korea. Tell us about the racing. What do you miss about anything so far? But how are you in general?
Good, man. Happy Wednesday morning from Korea. 10:38 a.m. here. Just stuck in quarantine doing nothing. I got fortunate enough to order a television, so I have a 25-inch TV sitting in front of me. And hey, you sent me a message, and I was able to do it. My roommate is over here watching the NBA Finals, and he's never seen anybody broadcast a race before. So here we go.
That's pretty cool. Well, I definitely hopefully he'll like what he sees and wanna keep up with us when it's all said and done. Again, these guys are they're done with their connection test. They're in qualifying right now. They are just zipping around. It's going to be interesting to see what these all 20 or 21 trucks are able to get done. I mean, the first couple of races, we saw a phenomenal finish. In the first race, it was like 0.033 difference between first and second, and then the second race was all F&L bowling. He was able to get that done. So two different races, two different two different winners. We'll have to see if tonight we're able to make that three different and find out who it is. Now, you've raced with a lot of these guys. A lot of them are from American Ethanol, a bunch of them from NNR, a lot of them, slide jobs in here. There's a lot of different people from a lot of different communities and leagues that we've broadcasted for together throughout the FFL and just, getting it done for different places. Anybody out here that you're going to be keeping an eye on?
Well, as somebody said last time that I made Mr. Slide Job and me sound like we're on the best of friends, but he did have a really good car last time we broadcast, and he was a bit aggressive, but he's there. I mean, my eye's been on him since the beginning. I was very looking forward to being able to race with him, but I feel like he's going to have a really good car. And then the guy that Tenacious is in the field too.
Yep.
And we also got where is he? Where's our guy that has won? Finished first and second in both races here.
T-Glass and Bolin,
yeah, T-Glass and Bolin. Those two are definitely going to be fast on another draft track. I know they were complaining that they were on another draft track, but we're back on another draft track. So let's see if they can keep the momentum up here tonight.
Yeah, and it's not just any old draft track. I mean, Atlanta, Auto Club, Michigan, Vegas, Chicago, Kansas, Daytona, Talladega. Many draft tracks around Heat 5, but this place you can really be pushed and pulled around, and in some instances it can hurt your game, others not so much. So we'll definitely have to see. Definitely have to say hello to everybody that's out there in chat. We're still trying to get up to speed, and already there's just about 15 of you, rearing to get this thing going. Just like me. Grace, I see you out there. Howler, I see you. Rock, good to see you. Thank you very much for coming out and hanging out. Combat Beast, what is up, buddy? Magic Mike, good to see you as well. Actually, Magic Mike says, hey, Pete and Vol, so he's out here. Worm Rider's out here with a big old what's up. Duct Tape as well. And man, it's I'm excited for this. 3 big draft tracks in a row, and I think next week we go to Homestead, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going to be 4 in a row, but that's going to be just a little bit different because of the different lines through the corners. But man, Rock NASCAR, thank you very much for those bits. Absolutely appreciate you. Vols, I'm keeping up with Cowboy and SWATs to kind of keep us in the know for full and caution strategy, anything like that. We'll find out who's qualified where here in just about a minute. That's where the clock's at. I'm sure with 21 trucks on track, they're ready to get this in as well. They actually voted as to what draft package they wanted to use tonight. Most people picked normal, so that's what we're going to be going with. But if you had a chance to watch the Dagger race last night with Fast and Loud on high draft, that was an awesome race, even though they only had 10 cars on the track.
Yeah, I messed around on the high draft portion of it, and it was very fantastic. I'm looking forward to getting my wheel back in about a week and some change, and then we're gonna go test out that Indy road course that everybody keeps hyping about.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking about Indy. A lot of people are saying, they can run, between 25s and 27s, and there's people out there saying, nah, I can hit a 22, but they're not sure if that's with a whole lot of course cutting in the areas that don't penalize you, or if that is just absolutely hustling your car or truck around that track. Actually, I think it's just cars right now. They haven't made it available for Cup and trucks as of yet. So, yeah, we'll have to see how that plays out. Grace Saban just checked in, said next week is Atlanta. I knew it was going to be another draft track. Kind of picked Homestead out of a hat, and well, I was wrong. I didn't get the rabbit this time. All right, they are working their way back into the lobby. Get a few more last-minute instructions from the one and only NNR SWATs to keep things going. Balls, do you have JPA on your friends list?
I do not. I'm
Okay.
gonna take a quick pause. I'm gonna go get my temperature checked while I'm in quarantine to make sure I don't have COVID.
Okay.
And then I'll keep my headset on so you can keep talking to me. And
All right, man. Appreciate it. Magic Mike out there telling Worm Rider to keep an eye on that number 3 tonight. We'll have to see again. Number 3 is Monster Mike. I can tell you right now, Mike looks like he's going to have a pretty good starting spot. But it's going to be from, if what I'm looking at is right, it's going to be the number 21 of Tenacious Z, somebody that you mentioned just a little bit ago, Vols, that we're going to have to keep an eye out for. That 21 of Tenacious, he's going to start in P1. Right now, not quite sure who's going to start to his outside, but yeah, that 3 is going to be starting on the inside row P3, and at the start stripe, all the way around for the first the first set of corners, you can normally go flat out. So we'll have to see if the high momentum carries them through, or if that bottom line is going to be the way to be, as long as they don't hit that apron and just lose all control, which is something that we'll be watching for later on tonight as well.
Yeah, good old Tenacious.
Yepper. SWATs will be sending me an invite as soon as they're ready to go. He said he'll let me know with about 30 seconds warning. So as soon as I get in, I'll get you the invite, and then I'm going to be sending an invite over to J-Pie as well. He's going to be he's the Xfinity Series admin, so he's going to be out there keeping an eye on things as well. It'll be good to have an extra set of eyes. Apps Gaming with Ryan, thank you very much for the reminder. I can absolutely put that link out there. I will do that for you right now. I actually bought my tickets this morning. It's $5 for one entry, or $10 for 3. There was a guy in here the other night that drop $50. So that was a quick 15 tickets, but it's all for a great cause. Drop that right now. Here you go, sir. And thank you very much for the interest. Thanks for coming out and hanging out and chatting it up and keeping us company. All right, they've got about 5 seconds left, Vols, and then I'll send you your invite.
Sounds good.
All right, here we go. And then I'm going to get you yours. Thank you very much for showing online, by the way.
Yeah, try.
I know. I know. Let's see. There you go. All right, so J-Paw's got his, you've got yours, I've got mine. We're getting loaded in, and we're about to find out what these guys are made of. Again, Rock NASCAR, thank you very much for the bits. Absolutely appreciate you, sir. For anybody out there that has bought those raffle tickets for that Chase Elliott diecast that's in the top center of your screen, thank you very much. It's absolutely appreciated. I'll dive in a little bit more as to what that actually goes to help. And some of you may have already seen the commercials for St. Jude's and whatnot, and how they talk about no family has to worry about bills or places to stay or things like that. That's where all this goes. Goes to help the families that have more important things to worry about, like their family. During a pretty rough time in their life. So, all right, we're gonna get up here. I'm gonna start going through the field first. Like I said, it's gonna be that 21 of Tenacious Z on the pole. The 99 of Shadalac. He's gonna be P2. 3-car of Monster Mike. The 15 of T-Glass, your Week 1 winner. Then we got the 24 of Krabby Soup with the 16 of Siege. Then we got the 00 of Boss E Geo with the 23 of More Than a Cape. 40 of Mr. Slide Job, 22 of Metalhead Mike, Haskell to Rascal. Again, gotta love that gamer tag. With the 13 of Knights, Beast Hunter in that 88, and then the 18 of Cowboy. Looks like he's actually given a couple spots back. Not sure what happened there. Got the 51 of NNR Swats. AZ Yotes King, Arizona Yotes King. I know that he's got Howler out there rooting him on. The 8-car of Slowing in the Way. Another one. He could be slowing in victory lane. We'll have to see. NNR Papa Bear in that 98. 38 of Bowling. Something happened with him. Lagged out right from the get-go. Very fortunate. And then we're back up front with old Tenacious. So coming through 3 and 4 here, Vols. As old Larry Mack would say, pull those belts tight one more time. Get ready to roll.
Here we go. Coming down to the line. Tenacious. Pulling in that 21 truck. Gonna take the green flag here. Try to race that 90. I believe that's the 99 all the way down into turn 1.
Yeah, something.
Oh, I think they're doing the pace lap.
Yeah, I thought that was their.
Oh, they're wrecking.
Yeah, I'm wondering if something's if there's a little bit of not a little bit of instability
Lag
in the lobby, and
they are lagging out.
Yeah.
I was wondering. I keep seeing the tires shoot to the front of the truck.
Yeah, that's all right. We're gonna back out of this because that's what they're doing. But yeah, that's actually something that happened all night long in that Talladega race last night. It was really bad. So we'll give them a minute to get back up and get going again. There are quite a few people on pit road, so I have no doubt in my mind that they're going to rack and stack them back up again from Auto Club. It's going to be a good time. Ladies and gents, we're going to take a couple minutes here to get reset, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out and keeping up with us. I see your Rangers out there, and it looks like we are just about ready to get back going. I got the invite from Cowboy to get back in there. They're going to take a pace lap, get back into position, and get ready to go back going again. Again, definitely appreciate everybody that's hanging out and keeping up. Let me see. Going to invite J-Paw back so he can watch part of this race as well. And then, of course, old Mr. Balls here. There you go, Balls.
We good
Hopefully
to
we
accept
can
it.
beat the servers this time. Leafs, how are you, sir?
We good to accept this.
Yeah, go right ahead. All right, so on this pace lap, they're gonna get right back into wherever they were and get ready to go back going. And yeah, it should. So we should see the 21 and Tenacious Z back on the pole and ready to roll. You know what, Vols? Rangers is saying that Cape is a dark horse for for the W tonight. What do you think about that?
Who'd you say was the dark horse?
Cape more than a Cape?
Oh, hell. From the performance I've seen in the past couple races, yes, he would definitely be a dark horse. Um, but I would say my dark horse for tonight is Boss.
Bossy Geo. All right, I can get with that.
I think Boss is going to handle his business on fuel mileage.
See the trucks slowly but surely working their way around to get into place. I gotta love this wheel glitch that they got going on, man. I tell you, wish they'd fix it.
I'm glad I'm not the only one seeing it.
Yep, no, it's yeah. I mean, at points, these trucks looks like they look like modifieds. The same thing happened. Yeah, exactly, Rock. Would somebody please check the lug nuts on these trucks? No kidding. But back up front, looks like Tenacious Z was able to get on into his position. For now, it looks like everybody's on the steady. Everybody's good to go. I watched 10 cars in a Cup Series race last night from Dega, and the tires were doing the same dang thing. They all look like modifieds out there. But here we go. No modified restart on this. Tenacious Z and the 99 to his outside, about to address the line. Everybody behind him tightened up. Here we go. Tenacious Z is going to take him green. Here we go.
Yeah, sure is. Good old Tennessee boy getting up there leading this race with his tires digging out of the front here. Good little top here. Bunch of people back there in the back going too wide, all the way around the corner. Tenacious trying to check out from the field, break this draft.
Yeah, I'm kind of working my way through the field, kind of keeping up with people. Right now on that 3 a Monster Mike. Somebody out there, I think it was Worm Rider, said to keep an eye on this guy. It's very, very possible. Looks like he's either a little loose. He might be on a pretty high reset, hoping that as it goes on, the tires will come in and he'll be able to move on. The only thing off of turn 2, and Vols, you know this as well, if you get too aggressive coming off of 2, more than likely after just a few laps, that front end is already pointing towards the inside wall, and you're trying to do everything you can to try to correct it, try to save it, and to get as little damage as possible. But right now, Mike is looking wicked loose.
Yeah, coming off the exit of 2 and kind of a little bit the exit of 4. If you hit the seam just in the right spot and you have a loose truck, it's going to send you all the way down to the inside wall. That's not what you want in the beginning runs, especially if you're loose on the start of the run. You're going to be really, really loose on the end. It'd be a little bit better to go with a tighter preset to kind of loosen your way up for the long run, because in the trucks we don't really have very many cautions. So, I would recommend a tighter preset here just from the start.
Yeah, I would as well. I mean, I've heard some people going as low as a 3, and to see the 40 of old Mr. Slidejob now looking to the inside of the 33 and that double O, trying to tail grab that 87 right in front of him, get him to pull him up on through the pack as much as possible. Slide job, he didn't really get the best launch, but looks like he's slowly but surely working his way up. Worm Rider, let me know if that's any better, please.
Sitting here riding along board with Boss. There's a wreck back there in front of Boss. Looks like a one-car spin back here on the back. Boss is trying to follow Slide Job up down the back straightaway.
And caution's out. Yep, so first caution of the day, and we were definitely seeing some very, very loose trucks. Duct tape, turn up your audio a little bit. That might be what that is. Not quite sure. If some people are saying that it's too high and you're saying that it's too low for you, well, I've tried to adjust it, kind of put it right in the middle. Hopefully, I found that happy medium for the both of you. But Vols, here's their chance to really dial it in, either with air pressure or with wedge. If they are happy with the pressure of the tires and just had to tighten it up, if it was getting through the corner just a little too much, they might just want to compensate the wedge and leave the tires as they were.
Yeah. Most people here at this track right here just wants to bump up the right rear to keep it from sliding off the exit of the corners. I've kind of enjoyed the fact that you can make it to where the left or the right front, the left rear, if you turn that, you can help it turn through the center of the corner, but the right rear is going to probably go up or down, depending on how they like it, how their car's tight or loose, to keep it from sliding off the end. But it looks like NNR Swatch took the lead there very, very briefly, it looks like, from Tenacious. And now Tenacious is coming strong with a push from the 99 down the back straightaway.
Yeah, and that T-Glass, with a little bit of help from the 24 right behind him, is they actually put Swats now three wide rather, but Swats is able to hold that steady line, able to come off the corner very well. This is a big pack now about to swallow that 51. So I'm guessing everybody else came in, left him out, and he's finding what the difference is now between the 2 or 3 lap tires that he had on and what he's got to deal with now, because he's just being relegated all the way to the back of this pack.
Yeah, it's new tires here at Auto Club is a big difference. But right now we got a battle of the guy that has won a race already. He's up here battling for just as many more wins as he can get. T-Glass the outside of the 21, coming out of the exit of 4.
Yeah, T-Glass and Tenacious Z, a couple guys. Tenacious grabbed the pole. He looks like so far he's able to kind of stay up there. That kind of makes me think that he pit with everybody else during that very, very short stop. And I'll grab us a lap count next time either Swats or Cowboy come across the line and see what we got left here in stage 1. Again, of course, the trucks, they run 100%, 2 times wear, 2 times fuel. And I'm guessing these people might now be giving a little bit more, or they might have had that much needed chance to get the first part of their trucks dialed in. There's Bill's Legend out there. He wants to know where old Beast Hunter's at. Well, here is Beast. Beast right now is about mid-pack with 19 laps left here in stage number 1. So he's doing all right. A little bit of ground to make up, but not too bad.
Come riding through this pack with the draft here. The draft is very key to staying with the front pack. If you lose this draft, you are going to be a sinking rock. And it looks like the 51, he's dropped. He's dropped like a brick in the ocean. And there he goes.
Again, big pack coming off of turns 3 and 4, heading down that straightaway, keeping an eye right now on that 24 Krabby Soup, giving the 21 of Tenacious Z a little bit of a push all the way down that front stretch. Inside line, you see the 99 of Shadilac and the 40 of Mr. Slide Job. Then you got the 19 Safe Light truck for NNR Cowboy. I've actually got his stream up again to help out with fuel and anything else that he may see through his windshield. But right now, they are 3 wide for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And then 3 wide. Now they're 4 wide. 4 wide coming off turns 3 and 4 here, Vols.
Yeah, it's a couple aggressive moves that have been made so far in the early runs. The 40's making his way through the field. I know Ranger said in there that he was surprised that the 40 truck hadn't hit anybody yet. Well, 21 was the first of there. Got pushed up the track just a little bit on a 3 wide move. A little bit of aggressiveness at the early part, but I mean that's the way you got to do it to get up through the field as quickly as possible. You want to get everything you can on the restart. When they start fanning out and they start going, single file, it's kind of hard to make passes without moving somebody out of the way. So he made it up to P4 right now.
Yeah, big save by the 16. I'm not sure if he got loose or maybe got a little bit of contact from somebody else, but he ended up going all the way down into the infield, coming off a turn 4, and pulled it back up on track. It only cost him a few positions, but better yet, no contact with anything in the inside wall, or again, a little bit of got that time. It looks like he kind of got his nose clipped, but again, able to save it. Both times coming off 4. Pretty good hands right now for Siege.
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on some of these guys up here at the front. The leader of this race is Shadowlack, and he passed OT Glass, and now Bowling has jumped up into second here. He's been able to get up here, and the top 2 guys in the truck series so far is being paced by Shadowlack. So we'll see if Bowling looks like he's fast on the high side, running kind of the middle groove, isn't running the preferred lane down all the way on the bottom, and he's getting a great run on the back of the 99 going into turn 3.
Yeah, 99 Shadowlack, he's been up there each and every week, just hasn't been able to close the deal. But Shad, he's going to be a contender all season long. I can promise you that. He's really good at the short tracks, really good at the road courses. Right now he's pacing the field here around Auto Club, so it looks like he's got the speed in that truck tonight as well. We'll have to see if he's going to be able to hold it up here for the rest of stage 1 and the upcoming stages. Tom Flitty, how are you, sir? Welcome for thanks for coming out tonight. Thanks for the follow, buddy. Good to see you.
Yeah, I think if I'm ever to take an early lunch break, I might be able to hop in and do a road course or a short track. Hopefully, it only takes about an hour and a half to do them. Jump in and do a couple laps with the truck series and see if the people here will let me come in and race them.
Man, I don't see why not. If I know originally you were actually scheduled to race in trucks, and then you found out that you were being sent to Korea. Again, guys out there in chat, the man in the booth with me is actually broadcasting from South Korea. How cool is that? Vols wasn't quite sure what he was going to be able to do. Knew that when he got to Korea, he was going to end up being quarantined for a bit. Wasn't quite sure about the internet and all that. And man, he was able to jump in the booth when Lucky had something to do very, very early in the morning. So at last minute, Vol said, "Hell yeah, man, I'm there." And man, I definitely appreciate you saving my voice for the Xfinity guys tomorrow night when the one and only Rick James jumps in the booth with me for that race.
Yeah, Worm Rider sitting here, don't eat the chicken. It's not really chicken. I'll tell you, I had some Popeyes. Yesterday. Ordered it online, and man, it was pretty decent. Everything tastes a little bit better here. I can't wait to taste some of the weird stuff that they got here in Korea, like dog or some crickets. I'm going to try to eat some really weird stuff, and maybe next time I do a stream when I get back to America, I'll tell you all about the wonderful worlds of things that you could eat that you didn't think you would ever eat.
Well, man, I hear chocolate covered crickets are pretty good. So you'll have to, if that's a thing. I don't know. That's what I've heard though. So you'll have to let us know. But right now that 99 is Shadowlack. We saw him in the lead before. He's still up there, Vols, but he has absolutely extended the gap. He's no longer being pushed by the 24 or by the 15 or by the 21. He is up there all by his lonesome, and he's doing a pretty good job. He's actually been able to break the draft even with the normal draft on.
Yeah, while we were talking about crickets and chicken, The 38 got down on the apron and got a little bit loose and stacked the field up behind them. But they're working together in tandem back there. They're getting in a line. They're going to push each other all the way up there to try to catch them back. Be a little bit easier if they could stay in a line here down the back straightaway to get up to him and get about a half a second ground on him to get his draft to pull back up to him. But he is driving excellent. He's not over driving the truck. He's coming in the corner just fine, starting in the center and working his way to the bottom to get the launch off of the exit, keeping all the speed wound up in the truck that he can. So good on him. Yeah, he's ran great all season long. Daytona's a crapshoot, and then Michigan's a crapshoot as well with the draft. But he's been up front. He's been a contender. He's got the worst end of the luck of who's not going to push who at that time. So now he's controlling the race. So let's see if he can do it through the rest of the laps. I mean, a stage win is huge towards the end there to gain some points.
Now, I got to ask you. All right, so the 99, he's got all that clean air getting dumped on his hood. He's got the 21 of Tenacious Z, the 15 of T-Glass, and the 40 of Slide Job. They're pretty much nose to tail behind him, but haven't been able to run him down. Do you think it's just because of that clean air, or do you think if he was behind these guys with how strong his truck seems to be, that he'd actually be able to run them down by himself? I mean, them working together and drafting together, they're really not catching him all that much.
Yeah, they're not really pushing each other. Sitting here watching them, they're not really getting a bumper to one another. They're kind of spaced out in between each other. That's huge. If they were up there actually bump drafting all the way down the back and front straightaways, you might see just a little bit more game there. But the 99 is stout. He's really strong right here. The first part of this run, he's got a very fast forward. But they're trying to make passes on one another back there, and you only got the 15 pushing the 21 at this moment. The 40 is tucked out. He's trying to make passes. He's not trying to help. He wants to get to second and grab as many points as he can get. So the teamwork here hasn't really been all that great.
No, and you're absolutely right. We're starting to see many people kind of dip down below that backstretch line, indicating that they're pitting. In fact, the 18 Safe Flight Toyota for NNR Cowboy, he's actually on pit road right now, grabbing 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods. He's going to grab just enough fuel, I would imagine, to go the remaining laps, which I think are right around 8 or so. I'll find out here next time by. But we're going to see more and more people go down pit road, and it could be that one of these people behind the 99 of Cadillac are able to come out with the lead, depending if anybody has any kind of a screw up, either getting on or coming off pit road. You get back into gas too soon if you're setting too high, and you loop it around, or you have too much brake going, and you stab the brake and you spin it out that way. But as you see, more and more people are going to come on down pit road, and like I said, once I saw Cowboy come across the start stripe, I'd go ahead and grab his lap count, and it looks like as he's there right now, there are just 6 laps remaining here in stage 1, guys.
Yeah, the 99 was smart and pitted before the 2 guys behind him. Tenacious came in with him, but Slide Job and T-Class both stayed out on the track. That's going to be crucial. That maybe the 99 and the 21 are going to gap them just a little bit to kind of save them some breathing room. 99 and 21 are exiting right now. Let's see where they come out on the track versus where the 16 is going to be.
Yeah, we're going to
or the 15. Sorry, T-Glass. Wrong one.
No, you're okay. I'm actually on that 21 of Tenacious Z right now. He just left pit road. He's on the apron all the way through 1 and 2. So we'll keep an eye on who comes up on, who passes him on by as he kind of merges back into track. There is a truck coming up pretty fast right behind him. Not sure if that is the 99 or not. Nope, that's going to be the 3 car. So it looks like the 99, he's going to be out there somewhere else. Let's see if we can't catch up with him right now, as it looks like Mr. Slide Job and company are coming off of pit road. Here's the 15 of T-Glass, the other guy that was pretty close to Slide Job. I don't see Slide or any other car for that matter coming up to his outside off of turn 1 and 2, so he's going to have a clean track to merge up to. There is that 99 of Slide Job. right now it's actually saying that the 15 is our leader. So I wonder if the 99 did it with some kind of a pit issue, or maybe the 15 just took right side tires, thinking there was only a handful of laps left.
I know the 38 just passed the 99 here as well. I'm very curious. Bolin was up in the top little bit. I don't know if he pitted sooner than the 99 did, but yeah, the 38 got past the 99 here, and the 40 just, I believe, got past the 21.
Okay, gonna work my way back on through there. Is that 99 again? He's got a pack of 3 behind him. He's got, I think that might be the 40 in front of him. I'm gonna find out right now. There's Cape.
We're talking food here in the chat. Donkey's a gourmet food there, I believe. Well, Worm, I will let you know if I try it.
You don't want to eat any, jackass. Come on.
I've met a lot of them. I don't know if I've ever eaten any. They're talking food in here. I'm getting hungry. We get fed at 7:30 in the morning, and then lunch will show up out of a box in about 8 minutes. So
no MREs?
We'll see. Oh no. We're in the gourmet barracks here too. Living the life.
There's the 40 of Slide Job and the 3 behind him. No, nothing going on there. Here's the 38 of Bowling, last week's winner.
I believe that 15 is saving fuel. He's trying to stretch this out to get to stage win. Cars behind him are catching him rather quickly, and it looks like he's going just a tad bit slower in the corners than most would.
Going down. I see that too. Going down the straightaway. It sounds like he's on it, but yeah, he is off the throttle. Yeah, he is absolutely off the throttle. Going most of the way through the corners. So it's going to be interesting if T-Glass and right there at the line, that's going to be the end of stage 1. So congratulations to T-Glass for literally stealing max points there in stage 1. As soon as that clock comes up, guys, we're going to take a quick break. We've talked about NNRLeague.com and the merch store and all that. Let's go ahead and take a look. Thanks.
Hey NNR fans, are you looking for a way to rep your favorite NASCAR Heat preset league on Xbox Live? Look no further. Just go to NNRLeague.com, scroll down to the Zazzle tab, and see what we have to offer. From t-shirts to hoodies to clocks, we have everything you need to show your support. Thanks for being the best fans, and we hope to see you at the track repping that NNR red.
All right. So go to NNRLeague.com, scroll on down on the homepage so you see the Zazzle tab. That's where you'll find all that. Everything from the repeat keychains to NNR t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, golf balls, mugs, whatever your poison is, it's all right there. So we're back at it, 30 to 38 on that front row. Right now, 38 of Bowling. He was used to the outside. 33 of Haskell to Rascal. He was able to snag P1 as we start off with stage number 2. And so far, just one caution. These guys have done a pretty good job.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it's very hard. You got to come into these truck races with the right preset, because the moment you don't get many cautions here, that's the one thing I like about broadcasting these NNR races is you don't get very many. You gotta come out stout. If you got maybe 2 opportunities during the stage breaks to get your truck and your car worked on and fixed to get it running right, but not many opportunities here to make a mistake, because you're not guaranteed to get it back. So it's the cream of the crop down here, and looking forward to a bunch of these guys like Bowling and them to jump up in the Xfinity Series next season. Hopefully that's where I'll be if I don't decide to stay down in the trucks and be racing with some of these same old guys, and maybe getting a couple wins on the short tracks and the road courses. Those are my specialties too.
Yeah, when I talked to Bowling, he actually wanted to. Um, my God, Ragers. Um, when I talked to Bowling, he actually wanted to go on and try to get the truck championship and then move on from there. He didn't want to just move on up to Xfinity just on merit alone. And he is known around NNR and FNL, which was a phenomenal race last night, as a really clean, very very good driver. So he's done a really good job. Again, won last week at Las Vegas and came in second to T-Glass at Michigan. So those are the only races that we've ran so far this season. Could we actually have a third different winner this time around? It's a very very good possibility. Still kind of working my way through the field here just a little bit. Rangers dark horse, more than a cape, back here in this CMRroofing.com Chevy. He's got a good eye on the field, so if anything happened, he'd have a good amount of time to be able to stay away from it. As you just saw right there, some car went spinning up into the outside wall, and he had enough time to make sure he wasn't collected. And for that issue, here's our second caution of the race.
Yeah, we're getting Worm. You're absolutely right. We're getting lost with our laughter here, talking about donkeys and overpriced chicken and eating Democrats. It's gotten pretty funny here in this chat, but I know we're not allowed to really root for people that's in the field, but I'm rooting for that 21 to go up there and get him a win. So I hope Tenacious is our third winner of the season. He's a good buddy of mine, very very good friend, good Tennessee boy. Maybe he said on the poll, maybe he can get up there and pull him one out, sitting in P4 right now. He's very fast here on these tracks. I know he can't wait to get to Bristol. Unless I'm in the field, then he dreads it, because I kick his butt there all the time. But who knows? Maybe I'll sneak in to go in there and do it.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll actually take the restart here with the 21 of Tenacious in P6 and see what kind of game he's got as we're getting all hard back on the throttle. 21 went very, very high. Not quite sure why he did that, but he just allowed, I want to say, an easy 10 spots to get on by him. I don't know if he's got some kind of an issue or he didn't pit, but yeah, he just allowed quite a few to go on by, and they're not stopping even now under full throttle.
You go talking about him just like I talked about Matty Ice in the American Ethanol race, and he goes and runs into the wall. Tenacious, what are you doing, buddy? If you're watching and you're paying attention and you're listening to this commentary, man, get your butt up there and race up there in the front. Stop getting up there on the high side. Go do the right thing. Go race with these boys. You deserve to be here. It's good to have you in NNR. Go get up there and race with Bolin and T-Glass and prove that you could be a winner too.
Absolutely, riding along right now with the 3 of Monster Mike. Somebody out there in chat said to keep an eye on this 3 Bommarito.com Silverado. Right now, he's really holding that bottom line very well underneath the 33, keeping an eye on that 40 right ahead of him. But it's still one of those Carolina nut trucks. I think it's that 99, trying to keep that lead. I could be wrong on the number. But up high, that's going to be the 38 of NNR Bowling. He's going to be able to take that off of momentum alone. So big power move to the outside for Bowling. Shadowlax got no choice but to try to jump in front of that 88. And again, here comes that 40, a slide job underneath the 88, going into 3. Now, Vols, I'm actually kind of surprised. These guys are throwing it below the bottom line through 3 and 4, and I'm guessing it's just because these trucks are so much tighter than the Xfinity or Cup cars are, where you're more likely to spin out by getting it down on that apron.
Yeah, and also the guys that are throwing it down there are people that are very confident in their skill to hold the wheel steady. People that are on the controller probably aren't up there doing much of that. So people like Slide Job and Bowling, they're very confident and that they can control it all the way through the corner. So I'm not surprised that those guys are doing it, especially to try to get around somebody. Well, what I'm very surprised about is that we're already in stage 2, and Slide Job has not been able to get past third. We haven't seen him get up there and contest for the lead. So very shocked that he's okay. I know he's not content in third. I'm sure everybody that's watching knows that he's not content in third either. Wondering what he's going to do to kind of make it a little bit more interesting to get up there and not let Bowling and Shadowlack run away with this.
Now, do you think it's just because maybe he's one or two small adjustments away, or do you think he's got the speed, he's got the truck, he just needs that clean air?
Well, he's been able to get up there and kind of contend, but I'm not going to say he's been a little bit aggressive to get through there. I think he might just be wearing his stuff out, because as we've seen, he's been starting about 7th or 8th on every restart pretty much, and he's been put either on the outside or very, very tightly pinched on the bottom, and he's having to be just a tad bit more aggressive to keep his position. I don't know if he slid the tires just a little bit when he's on the restart or not, but it looks like he has the speed to contend with them. It just looks like he's not able to make the moves and get back in the gas quick enough to complete the pass. I mean, he makes a run on the 99, and he's made it for the past couple corners, and I believe the caution's out, but he's made the run, but he just ain't able to complete the pass all the way through. So maybe this caution will help him out. Maybe he can start third, and maybe we can see what he can do here on this restart.
Yeah, not quite sure what the caution was for. I kind of looked backwards, didn't really see anything. It had to be, coming off of 1 and 2. Again, we were right about at that time where if you've got a super aggressive setup, if you're thinking or if you thought that you could just go ahead and pump up the right sides and turn that wedge down a little bit, and you're going to be faster. Yeah, you might be fast for 5 or 8 laps, but after that, coming off 2, when you're still pulling hard left to try to carry that speed, keep it off the wall, by then the car's getting light and that right rear is just about done. So if I was them, I'd kind of back it down, tighten it back up just a little bit, or maybe just pump up that left rear a little bit to hold it hold it down. As it looks like the 40 is Slide Job 38 of F&L Bowling. They are going to go door to door, and we've got another caution again somewhere further in the back. Not quite sure what this one's for. Kind of going on through the cameras. Looks like the 13 and Knights. He's got a little bit of front end damage to that Sakar Ford F-150, as well as a couple others around him.
Like Slide Job's finally going to get the track position that he was looking for.
Yeah, he was actually on the inside of for battling out for P1 through turns 1 and 2, just as that caution came out. No, Leaves.
No,
Cape hasn't been able to get that track position yet, sir.
It's his biggest fan right there.
Yeah. Everybody needs a fan. All right, so again, this time it looks like Bowling and Slide Job, they're basically just going to swap positions. So now it's going to be Bowling as control car at the line. They're going to go hammer down, 40 to the outside, 99 of Shadowlack to the inside. And then you got riding along right now with the 88 of Beast Hunter. There's the 51 of NNR Swats to his inside. So Bill's Legend, if you're still out there, not too hungover watching your Bills go 4-0, there's your buddy.
Bills fan, when the Titans play y'all, I hope y'all get ready to be 4-1, because big prediction, we win by a field goal with the Janikowski, or Goskowski is going to get us a win again.
Now, balls, these guys are stacked all over the place. I mean, I'm watching them 3 wide here and there and everywhere. In fact, almost a little bit of 4 wide right there going into turn 1. They got 7 laps left here remaining in stage number 2. And it is, as my buddy HD would
Slides up hard in the wall.
A
big wreck in the back. Big wreck.
Yep, kind of watched that one. A lot of contact to the outside wall. Bounced off, sent some to the infield. And so far, though, they're actually staying green. Nope, I spoke too soon. There they are. Rangers
Slide
saying
job
he's
got
figured
pounded
that
in the
Caden would
wall.
have lapped the field by now. Back to you, Rangers.
Yeah, slide job got pounded in the wall by the 15. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but definitely got him on the back straightaway there, pretty hard.
All right, so let's see. Gaming with Ryan wants to know how old Arizona Yotes or AZ Yotes King is doing. Well, actually, I haven't come across him as of yet in this O2 Solid Rock Carriers Silverado. So let's see if we can't get back with him on this restart and see where he's starting at. There he is. A little bit further in the pack, but this really looks like, this is where the hardest racing has really been. So we'll have to see if he's going to be able to work his way through, keep up with the draft. I'm not quite sure if he's got any damage. There's the 8, and I believe that's going to be the 98 of Papa Bear. Look at that 40 all the way in the back. So Slide Job must have had the pit to repair damage or something. Not 100% sure, but he's going to be able to grab a couple spots right off the bat. But if he wants to keep up with those guys that he's been racing with all night long, he's got a lot of traffic to go through here, Balls.
Yeah, this is when you start pissing people off because you know you're fast. He knows that he has a fast truck, and he's been running up there in the top 5 the whole race. And I mean, this is where he's got the O2 in front of him holding the line that he wants to be running. So we're going to see how many aggressive moves the 40 can make to get up there to the front. Not saying he's an aggressive driver or anything, but he's fast, and the best way to get to the front is to make bold moves that people aren't willing to make. You got guys in front of him that are on the apron down the back straightaway, making it 4 wide going into 3. It's maybe his opportunity to try to steal a couple spots from these guys overly aggressive here. And Ranger the potty count, we haven't paid that much attention, but he might add a couple of upset people after coming all the way from the back in the mid-20s to try to get back to the lead.
Yeah, it's very possible. I mean, the 40, he's made a couple passes already. He made passes when trucks like the 33 and the 24 of Krabby Soup were battling up top. And as Yotes King tried to duck on under, 33 really came down, grabbed him with a little bit of a side draft, and he got pulled back. But that 40 is definitely on his way back up through the field. I think it's just going to be a matter of time. We'll have to see how he finishes, and as the truck for Cowboy comes across the start stripe, that's actually going to be the end of stage number 2. Looks like Bowling's going to go ahead and take that with the 99 of Shadilak pretty close in tow. Everybody else was a good 4 car lengths or more off. And actually, I think that was the end of the stage. Let's go one more quick commercial break. Let's learn how to follow NNR. Here we go.
Hey NNR fans, don't miss any of the action by following or subscribing to Repeat's Twitch channel. Turn on notifications and you'll always know when the best preset league on Xbox hits the track. Check out his YouTube channel too to see all of NNR's past races. Follow No Name Racing as well as Repeat 1975 and others on Twitter, and you'll never miss any of the action.
All right, as I was promised, anytime you take a quick commercial break, which again, Mountaineers, if you're out there anywhere, if you happen to come across the stream, buddy, thank very much again for the commercial content to showcase NNR. Definitely appreciate you, man. But Bowling, he's been able to take the lead right where he left off at the end of stage 2. As we now start off stage 3, I'll go ahead and grab the lap count and see what this stage consists of. But Bowling has been able to keep the position that he had. 99 of Shadilak right behind him. And then you got the 51 of Swats. So you've actually got brothers right now, nose to tail. the 99 of Cadillac, and the 51 of NNR Swats, with the 88 of Beast Hunter right there in P4. And let's see, the guy right now in P5. Let's see. Trying to work my way through right now.
All these pick and rolls with Jimmy Butler. Robinson gets a good look and knocks down the three.
P5 is actually going to be the 22 of Metalhead Mike. He's going to take him 3 wide, 88 in the middle, 51 outside line, all the way down the backstretch. Behind them, as AC Motorsports would say, the proverbial hornet's nest that they've been dealing with all night long. Vols top 5 right now are a bit spread out, and then everybody else behind them trying to work their way through traffic. They've got the hardest job if they want to try to get up here and contend.
Yeah, you got very different speeds up here. You got guys like Slide Job, Tenacious, and then back there in the back, they've proven that they had the speed to run up front. And then you got a bunch of guys that have been kind of battling around each other this whole time. And towards the end of the race is when you start getting really mad because you're tired of seeing the same old people. You know, you're tired of looking at the same old person back there battling for the same old spot. And you start getting really upset if you pass them and then they slide back in front of you. And that's typically when your frustration level adds up. But the guys on the top 5 have pulled away from this field and shown that draft isn't that big of a deal. Boland's up here and he's doing his job. He's doing it just right. The top 2 has pulled away. I don't know what happened to the brothers, but they have slid out of the 3rd and 4th position. And they have the top 2, Cadillac and Bowling, have a commanding lead on this field so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, they just continue to pull away. Now, everybody was kind of curious what the draft was going to be. We're just on normal draft right now. Nothing fancy, not like the Talladega race that we saw last night with Fast and Loud. But I'm very surprised at the amount of gap that they've actually been able to get. I almost wonder if they might have worked together on a setup that drafts well, whether you're in first or second, or it could just be that these guys behind them really need to form up and try to get back into contention and try to get these guys a little bit closer than where they are. It looks like we got about 68 laps left here in stage number 3. I did just see a truck go around in the infield. Not quite sure. Yep, there's that caution, Vol. So 4th caution on the night. Not too bad. They're definitely battling it out for every position.
Yeah, as I said, it starts getting 3 races into the season. People start getting frustrated in leagues at some point, and you've raced 3 draft tracks in a row, and you're around the exact same people. It's not like a short track where you know who can do what, and the talent really comes in and comes to show. When you're out here on a draft track, the guys that are up front are going to be the guys that are up front on the 1.5-mile, 2-mile tracks, and we've seen that with Cadillac and Bowling and T-Glass. They've been the consistent up front, and it's going to be really hard to show that you're going to have the speed to contend with those men. But the guys that are racing are probably about 8th, 9th on back. They have the speed, but they're about a 10th or 2 tenths off, and they've got to figure it out as we start going progressively into the season to try to get up here and contend for a win. And wins are hard to come by in NNR, So hopefully if I get a truck start, it won't be that hard to get one.
Now, I'm sure they'll be able to find something for you. And another thing I just kind of thought about too, this is the largest field that we've had in the truck since the season kicked off. I think when we got to Michigan, we had like 14 or 15 trucks last week. We had 16 or 18 trucks. Out here tonight, it's like 21, almost 21 or 22. And it's there's people that are here tonight that have not set foot in an NNR race as of yet. So it could also be that as well. It's their first race in a very big community that's very well known for a lot of great competition, a lot of fast drivers, and maybe they had a couple nerves. So once you get used to the people that you're driving around and that racing with on a weekly basis, maybe be a little bit better. But Swats just went from the lead, so I'm going to guess that he forgot to pit all the way to the back. I mean, he is literally tail end Charlie. So Swats, it looks like this is the second time that he's found himself in this position. We're going to work our way back up. A little bit of contact now between the what is that? The Safe Flight 18 truck, and I think that's the what is that? 22 to his inside. 88, a Beast Hunter's going to come on down and block the block Cowboys' advance. Whoa! Looks like 16 lagging pretty good. Not quite sure if he just lagged out or what, but his truck just completely disappeared.
Yeah, touching on a subject that we've been kind of following this whole race, Slide Job was working his way to the field. He got side by side with somebody coming into the entrance of 2, and he went hard into the wall, and he went right back to the back.
Bills, that's I believe that's going to be Valls' roommate you're hearing the basketball game in the background.
Yes, you are probably hearing the Lakers beating the Miami Heat right now. Sorry, I don't have my headset on.
Talk about Slide Job. There he is, right now in front of that 13. Looks like Slide. He's trying everything that he can stay in the same groove as those in front of him, and see if he can't get a little bit of a pull off the trucks in front. You know, if those trucks go to the outside line, he's going to the outside. If they're on the inside, going through the corners, he's on the he's on the inside. So he's trying to do everything that he can to stay in the draft wherever he can. So he'll be able to work his way back up. It's just going to be a matter of time. But it looks like he's got some pretty good speed.
Yeah, looking back up here towards the front, we noted that Tenacious went up the track beginning of stage 2, and he fell back awful lot, but he's back up here to P3. He's shown that maybe he took my advice and he listened to what I was saying, told him to get his butt back up there and show that he's worked here in NNR, and he's right in front of T-Glass, our race winner this season. We'll see if Tenacious can stay up front and run Bowling and Shadowlack down.
Yeah, looks like got a caution, and I thought I had seen the 16 of Siege really surge and lag out, and yeah, looks like that's exactly what happened. He's stuck there on pit road, pretty by his lonesome. So one more caution, and when we get going, I'll grab a quick lap count. Haven't been able to find out or see what the issue was. The problem was definitely somewhere in the back. But again, there are also series admins watching this race tonight to see if if there's anybody back there that might need a little bit of help. So we'll have to see. All right, work our way back up one more time. All right, so it looks like it's going to be the 23 now to the inside, 38 of NNR Bowling to the outside. And we're gonna set him back up. Let's this time let's kind of follow along with the 15 of T-Glass. See what it takes for him to be able to grab a low line if he doesn't get freight trained and kept outside. And it looks like 23 was able to actually grab that lead by virtue of not pitting. So there's going to be a whole train of coming all the way around that 23. It looks like 38 is going to end up right back where he was before. There's the 99 of Shadowlack with the 21. Tenacious right there in tow, sitting about P3, trying to ward off the 15's advance. T-Glass again, like you just mentioned. T-Glass won in week 1 at Michigan and came in second to Bowling last week at Vegas. So they've definitely shown to be the speed and have done pretty well. Mike RPM, good to see you, sir. Yeah, about 21, 22 trucks on track tonight here from Auto Club. Good to see you, man.
We've got a couple buddies in here of mine, old Fatless, Alpha, and good old Brad in here, man, defending American Ethanol champion, keeping it real on the broadcast.
Again, the 88 of Beast Hunter sitting right now at about P5. Really just keeping up with the 15 of T-Glass and the 21 of Tenacious Z. Just as I said that, he got a big old shot to the rear end by the 22. And that actually pushed T-Glass up and out of the line for just a moment. But he was kind enough to go ahead and check up, allow him to get back in. As you saw, he definitely still had the pull from the truck ahead. So right now, top 5, top 6, all the way back to that 22 are now all nose to tail. And as we see so far, Vols, that 38 and the 99, they have not been able to scoot away. Don't know if it's just because it's still somewhat early and they haven't been able to form up, or if now the cars in third, in fourth, and fifth are all able to keep up after their most recent adjustments.
Well, I said earlier in the broadcast that there wasn't many cautions here in the Truck Series, but they've had quite a few. So it's been kind of a bit of a more of adjustment curve for these guys. You've seen the 38.99 they have pulled away multiple times in this race, and now you got T-Glass back up there fighting for a win. Tenacious is back. You got, I think, the 98 up here, or Beast Hunter up there fighting for it. You got a couple guys up here that hadn't been up front that much, and they're up here fighting and contending. I think it's Beast that's up front. They're all up here contending. Maybe they were just one adjustment off, like you said, and now they're in the draft of the leaders, and they're trying not to lose it as much as possible. But gaming with Ryan, if you message one of us on the side, we will tell you what you can do to have the overlay show up.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's all through OBS. Yeah, it's basically through a capture card. The one I have is the Elgato HD60S, and yeah, that helps you set all that up. Helps you get the overlays, how to set them, how to position them, how to get your audio and video captured. If you send me a message on Twitter, my Twitter, Twitch, and Xbox gamer tag are all the same. Repeat 1975. I'll be happy to talk you through that or talk to you about it.
Hopefully they have the headphones in now. I don't have the NBA Finals playing in the background. I think my roommate is a big Lakers fan. He's cheering on his boys to maybe go up 3-1 to this morning in Korea. It's noon time here, so sun is up while the sun is down on y'all's end of the world.
Rock now says he's hungry. It looks like for a sloppy Joe. So you go with your bad self. There you go.
I
don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. I didn't say El Cato. I said El Gato. Oh my God.
Oh.
Faithful 4K, thank you very much for the follow, sir. Absolutely appreciate you. Welcome to the NNR truck race, sir. And speaking of truck race, this is just the kickoff for the NNR week right here from Auto Club. Tomorrow night, right around 8:30 Eastern, you got the Xfinity Series. The one and only I'm Rick James 36 will be in the booth to call that one with me. And then on Thursday night, also about 8:30, Word Burton will be back in the booth. So it's going to be a pretty competitive week right here from Auto Club.
Oh man, these comment sections are getting fantastic.
The Ranger said you should try some bat. I'm pretty sure I heard through the grapevine that bat is where the coronavirus came from. I think you should probably stay away from bat.
Also, Worm, cat is a Japanese thing for some cultural lessons here. Dog is actually the Korean specialty for things. Cat you can only find in Japan or China. quick geographical food lesson for anybody who watches the Food Network as much as I do.
All right, looks like 23 and more than a cape. He's going to be one of the first to bring that 23 machine down pit road, grab 4 brand new Feel Goods, and I'm sure he's going to fill it up on some fuel, get ready to get back out and get going. He was in the back battling with Papa Bear just a little bit ago, so we'll have to see if some brand new tires help him out. But back up front, the 21 of Tenacious Z is sitting all about P3. He's battling hard with the 15 of T-Glass to his outside. Glass comes on down, a little bit of a side draft that actually did pull the 21 back. So the 15 is able to go ahead and grab that spot, move him up to P3, and that's going to be the 40th Slide Job. Slide Job has made up a lot of track position to get back up into the top 5, and he's actually going to try to work on his top 3, going through 3 and 4 here, Balls.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been the most. He's passed the most trucks here tonight. It's. I know people in the chat are going to have some things to say about how he might have passed those people, but either way, he made his way up here to the front. He's battling 3 truck here on the front straightaway, going into 1. See if he can get a run down here and maybe get another position. But, I mean, we're coming down to the meat and potatoes of this race. Maybe 1 or 2 more pit stops to go here. Maybe he can get his way up back here to the front and maybe become our 3rd different winner of the season. I'm sure he would be very, very happy to get one.
Yeah, I would say you're probably right. It looks like 21 just got a little bit of a shot. I think it was from the 88 of Beast Hunter right behind him. Not quite sure, but whoever it was sent 21 up track just a little bit. 81's going to go on by. Here comes the 40 and the 3 car now right behind old Tenacious. But up front, it's still the 38 of NNR Bowling really leading the way. The 99 of Shadowlac sitting in P2. And this dogfight behind these guys is really battling for P3 and beyond.
Yeah, the dogfight has a new meaning in this chat.
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. You're not going to fall for that trap. Bowling has pulled away from this field. Whoever was in second, I believe he got loose and took a couple people back just a tad bit. Bowling is showing why he wants to win this championship. I know we spoke to him last week at the end, and he was very excited for win number 1. And his average of 1.5 going into this race is definitely going to go up. I only could do math for 2 races, so anybody in there, if he wins this race, can throw me some math of what his average is of a second, a first, and a first. That would be fantastic. I know Alabama math. I don't know anything else. So maybe if he gets this win, his average will bump up to like 1.3. I don't know.
Yep, you hit it right on the head. Exactly.
Oh, man, look at me.
Well, how about that?
What a guess.
You hit it right on the head. But yeah, keeping up 88 of Beast Hunter, one of the J-Pop militia members here is looking pretty good in this Menards Ford. Last year and the year before that, old Watt Racing actually piloted this truck around the track and got a championship in 2018. So this truck's got a pretty good history, and so far Beast Hunter's doing a pretty good job behind the wheel of this Menards machine.
Yeah, we've seen him make a couple moves up here to the front. He's been very consistent. Haven't really seen him slide that far back to the back. These restarts have been hell on these drivers, and I'm sure they're not wanting to see another one. They keep losing position depending on what line they're in. I'm hoping that the next update contains the choose rule. I think that would make this just a little bit more interesting here, as it lets you pick your lane. Some of these guys that get stuck on the outside are none too pleased to lose 3 or 4 positions on the top or get shoved out of the way for people that can't hold the bottom. But I'm still so impressed with the 38 of Bowling. Man, he is he's putting on a show, and he definitely. I hope I get to race against him. I definitely hope I get to race. He's pitting this lap along with Cadillac, because he's definitely the cream of the crop here so far on these big tracks with a lot of speed.
Yeah, it looks like the 18 of NNR Cowboy. He just signaled that he's going to be coming down pit road this time as well. See a couple trucks on pit road. See Metalhead Mike. Obviously, the 16 is out there after lagging out. Ingall, good to see you. They are running normal drafts, sir, just normal. So nothing new and nothing old. Just keeping it going. There you see, as you said, 38 of Bowling. He pulled it on down. So did the 99 of Cadillac. So both of those guys in at the same exact time. And I would imagine because there's still so many laps to go, they're going to stack it full of fuel. And, of course, those 4 tires, rather than just what we saw at the end of stage 1, where T-Glass took that stage by just taking right side tires. If he winds up in the top 3, we can verify that in post-race. But here they come now. 38's going to be able to keep that. Right now, Vols, there's no sense in anybody really trying to stay out. I don't think they can save enough gas to completely remove one round of or one round of green flag racing. They'll all have to come on down for something. I don't think they can save that much, or if they do, they're gonna try losing, or they will lose too much time.
Yeah, I'm looking for some of the guys back there in the back that might be able to play just a little bit more strategy. I said to start the broadcast that Boss was my sleeper pick on fuel mileage. He's been known to save and half throttle it a lot, so look for some of the guys in the back who pitted 2 laps later than the leaders did to try to stretch it just a little bit too far. I don't really know the lap count, but maybe somebody will try to pull it out and win it on fuel mileage here.
Yeah, I tell you, when NNR Cowboy just went on by the start stripe, there were 37 laps remaining. So everybody will have to make one more pit stop. But even then, with the timing of that last caution, might actually have to save just a little bit because I think they're only getting 17 laps. So they're going to have to either back it down, or somebody's, like you just said, Bossy Gio, he might be able to squeak it on through. Again, 36 laps remaining, and he's got 15 in the tank. So, everybody's going to have to pit 2 times.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a stretch. It looks like that 38 has stretched his lead even more on that 99. Man, he's got a rocket ship up there in the front. So, putting on a hell of a clinic.
Yep. Snake Gaming HQ, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the NNR Truck Series. This is the first race of 3 this week. Tonight's the Trucks, tomorrow's Xfinity, and Thursday night is Cup. Tomorrow and Thursday, both 8:30 Eastern. Hope to see you out there, bud. All right, going to keep on going through. Back to the 21 of Tenacious. Up ahead of him, you can see that 99 Carolina Nut truck, but way off in that distance, that's going to be the 38 of Bowling. So like you said, Bowling's got a huge lead right now on the rest of the field. I'll actually go ahead and see if I can't find him and look back from his camera to see exactly what he's looking at. Right now, he's seeing nothing but clean track. No lap cars to worry about in his immediate future. He looks like he's really stable coming up off the corner, and as he's halfway down the backstretch, Falls, he's seeing cars that are just now coming off of turn 2. So he's got a pretty phenomenal lead here.
Yeah, he has played his cards just right. I mean, he comes out with a win last week and made the statement that the championship's going to go through him, and here he is again. He's definitely showing that the championship's going to have to go through him. So, man, this is the one time that I wish that I was racing, because I know I can compete with him. Hopefully I get a couple chances on a road course, definitely Bristol, I get a chance to go to Bristol with him, that would be a show. Maybe then you can have a victory lane with me.
Man, it's I would absolutely love it. You know, my brother recently moved from Florida up to Afton, Tennessee, and I was telling him about the Bristol dirt race next year, and he said, "Man, just come on out." So I got a place to stay, and I think he's only about a half from the track. He said, so yeah, that'll be pretty cool.
Well, man, if they put Bristol on dirt in this game, I'm probably going to finish in the back. I'm good at Bristol anywhere else. I'm not a good dirt guy. I try to stay away from dirt as much as possible. So I'm very interested to see how that race is going to turn out. I really
Yeah.
wish they would take them cars to Eldora.
I know Tony Stewart was he was trying to get the Cup cars there. I don't know if NASCAR was just saying no because they don't have the facilities for 40 Cup cars. The truck field is just a little bit smaller. It could just be that. I'm not 100% sure, but man, Bristol Motor Speedway covered in dirt for the Cup cars next year. You're going to see some drivers that are great on dirt really come out of the woodwork and try to get it done. There hasn't been a Cup race on dirt, I think they said, since 1970, if I'm not mistaken. So, man, that is that's 50 years ago. So, man, it'll definitely be something very interesting to watch, whether in person or on TV.
20, 25 years before I was born, that says anything.
Young buck.
And yes,
That's what
Brad,
that tells me.
I love your comment. You know better. I'll see you back in American Ethanol very soon.
After that round of green flag pit stops here, Vols, it looks like everybody is extremely spread out. Looking at right at the old double O for Bossy Gio, he's going down the straightaway right now and off of NNR Cowboy Stream. I'll go ahead and grab a lap count for us. Looks like we're sitting at 29 laps to go. He's just looks like Gio might just be a couple of just a few seconds behind. Pretty good job by whoever that was that slid off the apron to really just grab a gear and try to get back up and going. Didn't collect any cars. I know that wasn't on purpose. He had no control over that truck, but yeah, pretty good job by him to spin it all the way around, grab a gear, and get back up and get going again. Now with the 0-2 of Yotes King. Looks like this is his first NNR truck race. He's been out there in check. He kind of started the same way that Boehner did, same way that Master Killer did, and a few others. So he got interested, reached out to NNR through NNRleague.com, sent a message, said, hey, I'd like to get involved, and well, here he is, first start ever.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping I get to do. I've never got to race on an actual NNR race. I raced all the tryout races and won a couple of them, and got the invite, and boom, Korea. So maybe if I take an early lunch break and get in there and hop on, get it rolling, see what we can do. And yes, Brad, you are the defending champion, but I only raced 3 of the races, and let's not forget who pulls more wins on you. But looking at Shadowlight back here, is riding in second. Man, looking at the lead that Poling has, he is a half a straightaway ahead of second place, and the lead that the 99 has pulled on the third place driver, he's probably about 10, 15 car lengths on the 88 there. Very impressive run on the 88. I believe that's Beast Hunter. He's doing great. And T-Glass sitting there in fourth, showing the cream rises to the top here in this truck series.
Yeah, I mean, T-Glass, he won in week one, got a second place last week at Las Vegas. FNL or NNR Bowling, he got second place last week at Vegas. I'm sorry, at 2 weeks ago at Michigan, and then won last week at Vegas. So, right now he's got bowling is he's in a zone. I mean, he's done a phenomenal job really taking care of his truck. Speaking of taking care of the trucks, as Cowboy comes to the line, looks like we got 25 laps remaining, and he's only got 4 laps in the tank. So he's gonna have to come on down here. I would imagine he's gonna stretch it out as far as he can, and then work his way on down pit road and really try to conserve. But I don't think he can really conserve 4 laps unless you're really backing it down. And who knows, that could be where your buddy Bossy Gio is. That could be what he's trying to do. We'll have to see. But definitely want to thank everybody that's out there. Guys, I've been putting a link out there in chat for that diecast going across, or the scroll with the diecast going under, going over the car rather, since the race started. This is all for morethanthecape.org. If you follow that link, it's all to raffle off that Chase Elliott diecast, for the car that he won with at Bristol Motor Speedway for their All-Star race. $5 gets you 1 entry. $10 gets you 3 entries. I actually bought mine this morning, and I know Monster Mike, he got 6 tickets this morning. As looks like we're starting to see some trucks come on down pit road. But go on up, smash that link. Go to morethanthecape.org. Read up on Cape. Read up on his son TJ. I mentioned earlier that I would give a little bit more detail about where the money goes that y'all are giving into this raffle for that diecast. You've heard of Ronald McDonald House. You've heard of the St. Jude. You've seen their commercials where it's all about sorry, I'm thinking about you here, Vols. It's all about the families taking care of and worrying about the person that they're there to take care of while the hospital is doing their very best to take care of their loved one. While they're there, they don't get a bill. They're not charged for any kind of lodging. They're not charged for food. They get rental assistance. They get everything, mortgage assistance, while they're there. And that's where all the money that's donated, not only from Cape, but by many, and unfortunately hundreds of families, thousands of families, around the world that have to take care of a sick child. We talked about TJ. We all know that unfortunately at a very early age he succumbed to pediatric cancer, and this 501c3 or 3C that Cape has going on. He's very, very involved, and you would be too if you lost your son to cancer. But go on up again, hit that link, buy your raffle tickets. The car is already on pre-order. It will be raffled off during the XLCT championship race, which should be taking place in about a week and a half to 2 weeks time. We'll find out who the championship teams are within the next week, and once they finish racing it out between Darlington and Indianapolis, we'll find out who's going to be racing for that championship. And at the end of that race is when that car will be raffled off, and it'll be right here on this stream. Finesse, how are you, sir? But guys, go on out, smash that link, and please do what you can. Now back to Vols and why I was talking about him. I don't know. There's a lot of people in here that weren't here before. About 13 to 15 of you. Excuse me. Vols is actually here helping me with this broadcast. Unfortunately, Lucky Dog couldn't make it. Vols is out in South Korea right now. So it's 11 o'clock in the morning for him. He's watching the Lakers game with with a couple of his defenders, and I reached out to him and said, hey, man, do you want to call the NNR truck race with me? He said, I absolutely will. So here he is. And Vols definitely appreciate the long distance stream there, sir.
So anything I can do for NNR, they've taken me in as a home, and once I get back, we'll be able to race the full season with them, and it's good to have a good group of leadership here with Boehner and Coey, and you got Swats and a bunch of other people that put this on, and they do a really good job of week to week putting on a great show. You broadcasted, and you've actually helped me get into this, and teaching me some of the tricks and trades on how to make the graphics look better, and I'm going to work hard to help out and do the best I can with American Ethanol, and going to try to make some graphics for them when I get back. But it's good to be here, and it's going to be even better when I finally get to sit behind my wheel and get on here and see if I can compete with Bowling and T-Glass and these boys. They look like they've separated themselves, but maybe we'll get on a short track or a road course, and I can show that I might just be a dumb old redneck, but man, we can sling it around some left and right turns.
There you go. Coyotes fan for life, thank you very much for coming out and for the follow. Welcome to the NNR Truck Series. As I've mentioned a few times, for anybody that's come along before you, man, this is just the first race of 3. Tomorrow night we've got the Xfinity race, and then on Thursday night we've got the Cup guys. Tomorrow the one and only I'm Rick James will be in the booth, and on Thursday it's going to be Word Burton. The fields get bigger as the series go on, and we want to thank all 30 of y'all that are out there in chat right now, really keeping us company, keeping each other company, chatting it up. It's a little light banter back and forth is always a lot of fun. Still keeping an eye right now on the 18 of NNR Cowboy. Behind Cowboy is going to be the 38 of Bowling, rather. Cowboy, I don't believe he's gone down pit road yet. Might be trying to stretch it out. Either that or he has come down. We've just kind of missed him, or at least I did anyway. So I'm going to try to work my way back up towards Bowling. There he is. And I'm not quite sure if that car right behind him is that 99 or what the case may be. Let's see if we can't find old Shadalac. There he is. Yeah, so that is actually Shad right behind the 38. So now Vols, we know that these guys are going to have to make another stop, or they're going to have to try to save 4 laps of fuel. I personally don't think they can do it, but we'll have to see. And here comes that 99 really gaining up a lot of time on nope, that's not the 38. That's just going to be the normal 8. So I thought maybe NNR Bowling was saving a bunch of gas and allowing Shadalac to close, but definitely not the case there.
Yeah, I saw that Tenacious was kind of backing off on the previous pit stop, and he let a couple guys get by him. He looked like he was trying to save and trying to stretch up that fuel just a little bit to, as you say, that Haskell to Rascal past him as he's kind of coasting it down the front straightaway. He was riding kind of close to the leader, a lot closer than most. He was a little bit behind Shadalac, so it was much easier for the 21 to save the fuel it's going to take. He pitted 2 laps after the leaders did, so maybe he'll be able to save those 2 laps and get up there and pull one out on fuel mileage.
Man, it's absolutely possible. We'll have to see if he's saved enough. We haven't been able to keep up with every truck as they've made their way around the track. So there could be people out there that have been able to back it up enough, still stay on the lead lap, not lose too much time, and are gonna be there at the end. The 38 of NNR Bowling, he has been the class of the field. The 99's been right there. The 40 has shown to have some speed. The 21 of Tenacious has had speed. The 15 of T-Glass, he's been up there as well. But the only guy that's been able to pull away, break any kind of draft, has been Bowling. And as Cowboy comes to the start stripe this time, looks like we've got 15 laps of racing left here in the final stage. and all these guys are going to have to come on down one more time. Let's see if anybody if anybody gets bold, takes just the right side, or will we see one guy take four like we saw in week 1, and he's going to be able to possibly run him down, where that margin of victory was .033 between T-Glass and Bowling. It was the same kind of track. It was Michigan. Auto Club, very, very similar. Have to see if that's what we get again.
Yeah, I hope so. But going back to what you were talking about on the more than a cape, um, I personally sent out 25. I'm going to send a little bit more the next payday here, and if I win it, uh, you know, do not send it to me. Go to the next person, or donate it to a charity. Not a big die-cast collector, but anything that helps to go for something, cancer-wise. I lost a really good friend to breast cancer. She didn't know that she had it, and she was giving birth to her child, and they came and told her that she only had 2 months to live after she gave birth to her kid. Very sad, and cancer doesn't wait on anybody, and it's affected millions of people around the world. So everybody that's in here watching, we got 28 right now, including myself. Please go hit that link, and donate as much or whatever you got. Try to make a difference in his life. It's very important to give. That's what this nation's about, is to give and to love one another. And the racing community's been fantastic. When we lost Joker, we had a bunch of people rally around and do the right thing and helped out as much as we could. Let's do this for this young man. Losing a son or a loved one's never easy, and that's what this racing community does is we rally around one another. So let's be a big family and let's help out as much as we can during a tough situation. Let's make some light out of it and bring awareness to cancer.
Yeah, absolutely. That's actually what that decal is on the bottom right-hand side next to the NNR logo. Never forgotten J. Lee Cox Jr., all known as GRM Joker. We lost him in the very, very early stages of the FFL Showdown races. And Panda Girl, if you're out there, everybody, still misses the guy, misses jokes, misses his sense of humor. And he'll never be forgotten. That decal will be up all season long, and his '97 truck here in the Cup Series will remain parked for the entire season. Nobody will drive that machine. All in honor of Joker.
Yeah, whenever I'm able to start doing captures, he'll be on every one of my streams. I was very looking forward to being able to race with him in NNR. We raced the tryout truck races together and the Xfinity races. We raced an American Ethanol together. He made a couple appearances over in a couple of the leagues that I was in, and it was fun to talk to and fun to race around. Never really lost his cool unless you wrecked him on purpose. But he was very competitive and fun guy to race. But we'll always carry a memory for him, and never forget the times you're just sitting there playing with him. I actually got to race with him the night that the day before we found out everything happened to him. And we were laughing about which one of us is going to compete for a truck championship, and I guess we'll never know. If I win the championship next season, it'll definitely be for him. So it's a good memory that NNR is doing. It's fantastic leadership for the whole community to put his logo out there and to be doing a charity raffle for cancer. Just shows why NNR is the best preset league here, and definitely the most viewed stream. So it's an honor to be a part of it.
Yeah, I was just keeping it up right now with the '99 Carolina Nut Truck for Cadillac, and the 21 of Tenacious. He just flew right on by. I just wonder if Cadillac might be trying to save a little bit of gas. With 6 laps to go, NNR Cowboy, he's only got 3 laps left in the tank. So like I said, he's going to have to pit. Nope, actually it looks like the 99 He might be coming on. Nope, he was just riding the apron through 3 and 4. But yeah, Cowboy, he's going to have to come on down. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's got the 3 truck of Boss really giving him a big old shove all the way into 3 and 4. So we'll have to see how that
38's
plays.
pitting.
Yep. All right. So your leader's pitting. Now is the time to find out if anybody behind him has been saving, such as Gio or anybody else. Will one of the guys that we really haven't been paying a whole lot of attention to all of a sudden come up and snatch this win? You know, Papa Bear in this 98, it looks like he's really just kind of throttling or feathering the throttle. He's not full bore anywhere around the track, even on the straightaway. He's just kind of staying in the draft. So the 23 more than the Cape, he's all by himself. There's nobody around him whatsoever. And here's the 13 and Knights. He's got this big old pack in front of him. Looks like 21 has not yet pit. There is that 00. I'm looking for the 38 now to see where he comes out, and off of Cowboy Matt's stream to see who it shows in the lead off of his track map. We'll definitely have to see how this is going to play out here in the closing laps here, Balls.
I believe the 21 is the leader here. If it serves me correctly, the 21, he is he rocketed past the 99, but he is not full song through the corner. He's definitely trying to save as much as he can.
Right now, off of Matt's stream, it's actually saying that the 99 is in the lead. Right now, it's saying that right now it's saying that Cadillac is in P1 going into turns 3 and 4. As we ride along with him, looks like he's actually allowing people to go on by, and he's still not going to pit, so he's still in. I think he's still in fuel conservation mode. So we'll have to see if he's gone that extra lap or two at the end to save just enough to make it. Unfortunately, I don't have an onboard with him to kind of keep up. It would probably be pretty interesting, I'd say.
Yeah, it'd be very interesting. He's losing a lot of ground to the guys that just passed him. He's half throttling all the way around the track. He might sneak this one out here.
Somebody out there earlier asked where Magic Mike, the 3 car. He's right now he's sitting in P5, so he's actually got a pretty good run going. I didn't realize that. I think he told me earlier that he was going to have a stream up, but I've been paying a lot of attention to Cowboy Matt or NNR Cowboy.
Got the 40 truck right behind the 99 here. It looks like the 99 is out of fuel, actually. 99's out.
Yeah, he is absolutely sputtering. So I guess he felt like he made his bed, and now he just had to line it. So that put the 15 of T-Glass up into the lead. I'm trying to cycle through right now, see if I can find that blue and white Ford. There he is. And across the line, looks like T-Glass is going to go ahead and snag his second win of the season so far. So T-Glass won week 2, Bowling won T-Glass won in week 1, Bowling won in week 2. Now T-Glass wins in week 3. So man, these guys just swap them back and forth. Pretty good race by all those guys. T-Glass able to save just enough.
Well, I believe there's your average of 1.3 is T-Glass, not Bowling.
Yep, you got it.
They've swapped the 1 and 2 position very well. That's impressive of the 15 for being able to save. There's a little bit of fuel that he had to save to get there and get it.
Yep, so and that is it. That another 1-2. T-Glass first, Bowling second, Monster Mike in 3. Yotes King in his first NNR race for his debut comes home P4, and Haskell the Rascal it sits there in P5. So big congratulations yet again to the 1-2 combo of T Glass and FNL or NNR Bowling, and we'll also get to talk to Monster Mike for the first time. Somebody said out there in chat, keep an eye on that 3 car. Well, guess what? They weren't kidding. Here he is. All right, going to take another quick little commercial break. I brought y'all to NNRLeague.com earlier. Let's do that one more time. And we'll be right back on the flip side after they're done with their cool-down lap to talk to them from the booth.
Hey NNR fans, are you looking for a way to rep your favorite NASCAR Heat Preset League on Xbox Live? Look no further. Just go to NNRLeague.com, scroll down to the Zazzle tab, and see what we have to offer. From t-shirts to hoodies to clocks, we have everything you need to show your support. Thanks for being the best fans, and we hope to see you at the track repping that NNR red.
All right. Thanks again for everybody that came on out, hung out, chatted up with each other. Absolutely appreciate you. Again, Coyotes fan for life. Thanks for coming out and for the follow. At one point in time, we had about 30 guys out there, keeping an eye on whoever your driver was. A lot of people pulling for different people. So it's kind of, there were people out there for Cape. There were people out there for the 3. There were, it was a pretty good race. We saw what, Vols, about 5 cautions, which isn't too bad. Like I mentioned, there were a few people out there tonight that had not yet set foot inside a track with any of these NNR guys. This was the biggest truck field that we've had yet, and it's only going to get bigger. I believe at last count, Swats had mentioned that the entire roster is full, so it's going to be fun, and it's just going to get better and better. In fact, there's Coyotes fan for life now saying, "Good race, Yotes King, so close." All right, so I see T-Glass in here. I see Monster Mike, and I see Bowling. Let's see. I'll start off. Monster Mike, you got me, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Mike, I did not, man, I came across your stream kind of late. I saw you riding around about P5. I'm going to guess this P3 finish due to the 99 running out of gas and one more position that you were able to grab in about the last lap and a half. It seemed like the 3 car was in most positions throughout the night. Seen you up front, seen you a little bit further in the back. Talk us through your race, sir.
Yes, sir. I knew that I was going to be short on that last pit stop, so as soon as I came out, I started saving as much as I could. Ended up saving about 4 laps of fuel, and everybody else was talking about, well, we're going to push it, we're going to keep going. I just waited for them to run out of gas and started picking them off one at a time.
Man, well, you did it right when you needed to, man. It was a great race for you. P3, as Rick James would say, first step on the podium. So, man, very good finish. Where did you finish in stage 1 and stage 2?
I was in the top 10 for stage 1 and 2. I think I finished 7th in one and 9th, maybe in the other. I was just trying to buy my time and not push anything too hard tonight.
How much did you have to save in the closing laps of stage 3 in order to make it all the way?
4 laps altogether.
4 laps throughout stage 3. Man, well, you did it. We were Vols was talking about Bossy Gio and how he's known for saving fuel. Of course, a lot of us out there know Dohar. He's well known for saving fuel. Well, I guess we can add another name to it. Old Monster Mike, able to save a few laps of fuel in about a 70 lap final stage here at Auto Club, man. Congratulations. Any shout outs for you, man?
Thanks, Pete. I just want to give a shout out to NNR Slots for letting me run, and I'm gonna head over to American Ethanol and practice tomorrow.
What are y'all doing?
Well, there you go, man. Congrats again. Vols, can you mute that for me, please? Actually, never mind. I was going to say, if you want to go ahead and pick up old T-Glass, be my guest, sir.
Hey, what's up, T
I'm,
Glass?
I'm
How you
sorry. I'm
doing?
sorry. Not T-Glass. Bowling.
Oh,
I
Bolin,
forgot.
Bolin,
Yeah.
Bolin. What's up, man?
Uh, Pretty disappointed.
Yeah, you had the dominating truck of the race. Kind of what caused you to not? You had a big enough lead. What was the factor of having to pit?
Well, I didn't realize that they were going to make it on fuel. Even with saving, I didn't think that they were going to save 4 laps. Um, Most of them didn't because they ran out there on the last lap, but T-Glass did. He saved enough, and I don't know. I hate saving fuel. I'm a racer. I want to race. I wish fuel was not part of the strategy, but it is, and I am not good at it. I have all the capabilities to save fuel. I got the shifter. I got the clutch pedal, the whole 9 yards, and I don't do it because I like to race.
Yeah, I feel you, buddy. You had the class of the field there. It was very impressive to watch you go along. You've put a lot of people on notice here in this league that the championship's going to run through you. You got any shout outs? Anybody? Where's the next race we're going to be able to watch you?
I got to give a huge shout out to God Power. He helped me a lot on finding a setup, and watch out for him on Thursday night. He should be pretty fast. I will be back on the track next Monday in the Fast and Loud League, and then back Tuesday here at Atlanta.
All right. Well, Pete, I think that's all you. Wrap up that winner.
All right, thanks, T-Glass. I tell you, it's starting to be the glass and bowling show. You got the W at Michigan. Last week it came in second place. This week it came in first place. I'm gonna guess next week you're gonna come back in second again. We're gonna be talking to bowling and victory. I don't know. Somebody's got to break up the monotony that y'all are starting to build. But man, we didn't see you up we saw you up in the top five most of the night, and then we saw you kind of drop back a little bit. Is that just when you were saving fuel? I thought it was still kind of early, or was there a period during the race where you were actually kind of struggling a little bit?
I got involved in a wreck in like stage 2, and was all the way in the back because I had like 15 seconds of damage to repair. And it took me a while to get back up to the pack. Once we got up there, we had some good racing. And then stage 3, Shad was second, and he wasn't really letting anyone by him, and I couldn't get around him, and Bowling ended up pulling away. I knew no one was going to catch Bowling. He was clearly the fastest car out there. And I realized I was saving about a lap of gas just normally running behind someone. And I realized I could just save a lap each run and then 2 laps the last run, and I'd be just fine on fuel. So then I started saving that last run. I ended up making it. I probably started sputtering coming out of 4, but definitely shout out to Bowling. He probably should have won this race if it wasn't a strategy, but I get the win because I feel saved.
Well, you heard him say he wishes that it wasn't really an option, and in some cases, depending on the where in the league or in the community that you're racing in, that it's not it's not a possibility. But here with 2 times wear, 2 times fuel, it is an option, and it also sometimes depends on when a caution falls, and if you're able to do the math in your head on the fly, trying to figure out exactly how many laps you're getting in a tank, what your tires are doing. There's a few factors that come into play where you are on track. So, man, you were able to get it done. We were talking about an average finish a little bit ago. Vols and I were about you and Bowling. With you getting 2 wins now in the top 3, you're sitting at about a 1.3 average finishing position, and Bowling's right there with you. So that's pretty phenomenal for the competition that's out there. Clearly, you, Bowling, Shadalac, the 21 of Tenacious, and a couple others were up there, able to compete all night long. Man, congrats on your second win in a very, very short amount of time. Any shout outs for you, man?
Thank you. No shout outs. We'll see if we can get the dub next week at Atlanta. Probably beat me in bowling up front again, like usual. Expect another 1-2 finish from us.
Well, we'll have to see if anybody else in the field has something to say about that, especially old Shad. He was putting the pressure on tonight as well. In fact, at one point, it was Bowling and Shadowlack that completely drove away from the rest of the field. So we'll see if he can do if he's got something to say. But Vols, any final thoughts, any final words? I definitely want to thank you very much for coming in and helping broadcast this race all the way from South Korea. Man, definitely appreciate it. Any last comments from you, man?
Well, if old Tenacious is in the field next week, Mr. T Glass, I hate to spoil your 1-2 party, but my money is going to be pushed in on him at Atlanta. He's real good there. But yeah, I appreciate you for letting me do it. Got a TV, was able to get on here and have some fun with it and watch the finals on my phone. It's real fun to be here. Good race. Hopefully, I get to do American Ethanol tomorrow. I don't think I have the internet to complete it. So, if anybody's out there watching still, I'm looking for a streamer and a co-broadcasting guy. Maybe I can get somebody to do it, and I can still broadcast that race. But thanks for having me, and well, good night to y'all, and midday for me.
There you go. All right, like I was saying earlier, this is just the start of the NNR week right here from Auto Club. So Trucks got it done tonight. Congratulations again to your top three: T Glass, F&L Bowling, and old I guess the other guy. Yeah, well, it looks like Mike already split, but congrats to our top three, and the guys that ran well all race long, Shadowlack and Tenacious and a few others. But we'll be back tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern, with the Xfinity series right here from Auto Club, and it's gonna be a whole lot of the same. So make sure again, if you haven't already, go up, really smash that follow button. If you can also nail that subscribe button. I've got 5 $10 NASCAR.com gift cards that I'm going to be giving out, as well as 3 Amazon.com gift cards and a Dale Jr. diecast, all to subscribers. If you've got Amazon Prime, which helps you with free delivery and whatnot on whenever you buy stuff from Amazon, and obviously you've got a Twitch account, if you merge the two together, you get 1 free subscription a month. Well, if you go on over and you slam that subscribe button, that subscription could land you with one of those gift cards or that diecast. I definitely appreciate everybody that came out, hung out, chatted up, kept us all company. Please, everybody, stay as separate as you can. Wear your mask 6 feet apart. Do whatever you got to do. Until tomorrow night, I'll see you somewhere around another stream or somewhere around the track. Later.